It's true, baby. Adam Schefter just reported. All right, so Atlanta Falcons fans, something interesting just happened. Oh boy, this is pretty fun, y'all. Atlanta Falcons fans, just take a second to look at this really quick, people. Just really quick. I like to dedicate this song to all my friends, all the ones that stood by Mad Mike, stood by the Atlanta Falcons nation, just stood by us, okay? Just stood by us, the congregation. All right, so I like to sing you guys a special song, and goddamn it, people just don't. I know, goddamn it, I'm in the business. I know that we sign them, okay? So leave Mad Mike alone right about now. I like to sing us a song, okay? Just give Mad Mike a second or two to congratulate that guy that we call the quarterback, okay? I don't have the complete details of this particular deal, but I like to sing it for you. All right. Okay, Josh Gilliam. Oh, my God. Lord Jesus, have mercy, Lord. Yes, okay, I get it, y'all. I got all the messages, okay? So leave Mad Mike alone. Leave me the hell alone. I got it, y'all. I get it. This is what we do. But I like to sing this song, and I'm gonna let K-Style sing the other part of this song later tonight at 8 o'clock, okay? But the Atlanta Falcons have signed quarterback Kirk Cousins on a deal per Mike McCartney, and it was confirmed by the Adam Schefter. So, on a serious note, I just want to tell y'all, this is why Mad Mike was not guilty. From the beginning, okay? From the very beginning. Mad Mike was not guilty, okay? He wasn't guilty of hating, all right? And this is proof that Mad Mike wasn't hating, okay? You got to stop listening to these weirdos. We've been telling you for the longest. Stop listening to these alleged sources. These people that told y'all that this was going to happen. That it was a foregone conclusion that the Falcons were going to trade for Justin Fields, okay? I've been telling y'all this. We've been trying to tell you this. We told you so. How many times are we gonna sit in this spot year after year and tell you what's going to happen? Now, is it completely dead? I would think so. I would think this is dead. Okay? I would think this whole situation about what's going to do for the coach. And now, does the culture fucking matters now? Where are all the people that call this particular platform Let Atlanta Falcons Nation in Holy Alliance, 6-man K Styles, Jew Talk Sports. Like, where is that now? Like, where is it now? Where are you guys now? Unfucking believable. We've been trying to tell you this. Okay? Been trying to tell you this. Thug life, baby. Yeah, Kirk Cousins. Look, y'all love the grill. Look, y'all love the grills. I mean, like, Atlanta was one of the, the cities that support grills. So it's like, once y'all support Kirk Cousins, he for the culture. Kirk Thuggins. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't y'all didn't we just tell y'all we've been saying this? All right. And Mark, let me get that straight. I'm still not in favor of paying Kirk Cousins $40-50 million. I don't like, especially coming off of an injury. Still not in agreement with that. Still don't. I don't believe in paying quarterbacks $40-50 million. And especially Kirk Cousins at 36 now. I still don't believe that's the right thing to do. But at this point in time, where the Falcons are, you have to. Because you have a guy like Drake London, who's a star. You have a Kyle Pitts. You have a Bijan Robinson. The Falcons have options on the offensive side of the ball. So when you look at what the Atlanta Falcons and where they are, the best way for the Atlanta Falcons to go was to bring in a veteran quarterback. Just got to look at things for what it is. I don't think that's the right deal. Look, like I said, I don't know what the deal and I'll continue to look for the numbers in regards to Kirk Cousins, but I assume that this is going to be maybe 3 to 4 years, about $150 million. All right. And it's going to be somewhere between $35 and $50 million. And then the Falcons are going to be in a position where they can manipulate the cap numbers and just be honest, you're going to see a fall. Okay, you're going to see the Atlanta Falcons defensive players, offensive players, all these guys. I got you, cuz. A lot of these guys you're going to see this. You're going to see potentially guys like AJ Terrell being traded. You're going to see, whether or not a Grady Jerry's going to be here long term. This is what happens with the quarterback position. You're going to see players move on. The Falcons move on from guys. This is just where things are going to be. This is what's going to happen. All right. So at the end of the day, I know a lot of people thinking, it's like, why the fuck are we doing this? It's because the Falcons, look, this is what happens. You guys asked for this. You asked for the Atlanta Falcons. Okay, you asked for the Atlanta Falcons to fire Arthur Smith. You guys asked for that. Why would we get Kurt right now? Because it's winning. They want to win. This is what we've been stating. You can go back and look at a lot of our live shows. We just had a couple of live shows. We went on to state, this is one reason why the Atlanta Falcons, at this particular time, you have two things. One, you got to figure out real fast if Kyle Pitts is a bust, if Kyle Pitts is that great of a tight end, or was it really Desmond Ridder or Taylor Heineke, or was it Arthur Smith? So you got to make that decision right now. Because if Kyle Pitts is a bust, Well, you might want to write that ship off right now, trade him away, get him something before you have to go into that 5th-year option. Because his salary is going to increase, especially with a tight end. And then he's one of those, he is in a weird dynamic where he's a tight end / wide receiver. So he's going to get a little bit more money because he is that dynamic. Granted that he still is a tight end by position, but it's like he can easily, depending on what he, especially him, a Pro Bowl his rookie year, he can say, hey, I'm not a tight end, I'm a wide receiver. He can easily say that. So if he ends up saying that, guess what? You got to pay Kyle Pitts even more money. So this is why right now, you got to figure out where this Atlanta Falcons offense is. Is Bijan that guy? Is Drake that guy? Is Kyle Pitts that guy? You got to figure that out right now. And the Falcons can't afford to fuck around and experiment. Kyle or Kirk Cousins, we know what he is right now. He's an efficient, he's a consistent quarterback, he's accurate. Yeah, he does have the issue as it pertains to his Achilles coming back. Got to figure what that is. We do know for a fact that he's been in the league. He has some miles on it, but we know that he is a much better quarterback than Desmond Ridder, than Justin Fields. That's what we know for sure. So when you combine all of these things, man, the Falcons are not in a position where they can experiment on guys, all right? And that's the thing. The Atlanta Falcons can't fuck around and play around with Kyle Pitts, play around with Drake London, because I think these guys are already, I think Drake London is going to be a star. I know Bijan Robinson right now, he's a star. And the last thing that you want to do in that position is waste guys' time. I don't want to waste Kyle Pitts' time right now trying to figure out, all right, if Justin Fields or if Desmond Ridder is ready. You bring in a guy, a quarterback that you know for sure is going to be a passer, that he can get things done. And what we're hearing right now, Saquon Barkley to the Eagles, this is exactly why you can't fuck around and play around. Because the Dallas Cowboys, Washington, the Eagles, these guys are trying to get better. They trying to get better now. So this is why this deal with Kirk Cousins makes sense. Because you can't fuck around and try to fuck around and find out. Like you gotta figure this shit out now. Why not Russell? Because Russell is in a different mindset. He doesn't know for sure that the Atlanta Falcons want. You can't mess around with this. As far as Russ is concerned, like I said before, Russ, we don't know where Russ is. We don't know. Russ doesn't know where this Atlanta Falcons team is right now. If you look at the Steelers organization and the Atlanta Falcons organization, I think any quarterback, for the most part, is going to choose a Pittsburgh Steelers team over the Atlanta Falcons team just on historic reasons. These guys are committed to winning. These guys are committed to having great defenses. We know that for sure. And a guy like Mike Tomlin, let's just keep it real. Mike Tomlin or Raheem Morris, anybody gonna pick Mike Tomlin over Raheem. Let's just keep that 100. All right, so like I said before, I know this is not what a lot of people are thinking,
But the Falcons are not in a position where they can play around, try to figure out what guys are. They have to win right now. So Maurice, appreciate it for the 4 months, as well as the super chat. Why not Russell Wilson? How is he going to teach Ritter? How is he going to teach? I thought Russell Wilson would have been the best choice to mentor it. I mean, look, Russ, it's his decision at the end of the day. We can sit up here and say whatever and whoever, but that don't mean that's what he's thinking. Russ is trying to win. Russ is trying to get back at Denver, especially after what they did. So the best way to get back at Denver is, guess what? Go to the Steelers, play in the same. So you play in the same division. He went there for $1 million. This dude ain't thinking about no damn money. He's getting his money from them. This dude wants revenge. So you go with the best team possible. And the best team, if you look at how he won his first championship, it was built on defense. So he understands as a quarterback more than anybody that balances how you win championships. Got to have a good defense, have a solid offense, a solid running game, solid wide receivers, solid offensive line. Pittsburgh is ready to win right now. The Atlanta Falcons, granted that we have a pretty good year last year, are they ready to win? They want to win, but I don't know for sure that the Atlanta Falcons are going to win. Because you got to bring back a guy like, in my opinion, you got to bring back a guy like Calais Campbell. You got to bring back a Bud Dupree. You have to do this all now. You have to. Make no mistake about it. But you did it to yourself, Falcons fan. You did it to yourself. Yeah. Stop listening to these clown-ass Falcon content creators. They're clowns. They sell you a bunch of bullshit that's never going to happen because they know you're gonna listen to them. You're gonna read their articles, read their tweets, follow tweets. Why? Because you're highly fucking emotional. This never made fucking sense. Bringing the Justin Fields in here never made fucking sense. But Mike, why do you say bring Justin Fields in here for a 4th or a 5th and a 6th round pick? Why would I say that? Well, Justin Fields does have good traits. Justin Fields does have good skills. But Justin Fields isn't ready to be a quarterback. But he plays the position quarterback, Mike. What are you talking about? He's not. Well, he's not a great guy. He's not a great decision maker. He's not very consistent with his accuracy. He's never been. These guys played 13 games this year. He and Desmond Ritter. Desmond Ritter had better numbers. Oh, Mike, but he didn't have a tight end. He didn't have weapons. Yeah, he did have a tight end. Cole Kmet is, in my opinion, I think he's a top 10 tight end in the league. Easily. Make no mistake about that. He's a top 10, maybe top 15. What about DJ Moore? Yeah, DJ Moore. Great wide receiver. Tore our ass up. Plenty of times. So I don't want to hear anything about this guy that didn't have weapons. You had the most time in the pocket than any quarterback in the league. Justin Fields in that Chicago Bears team. Number 1 in time in the pocket. So I don't want to hear any nonsense about this guy doesn't have the weapons. Of course he has the weapons. But like I said, I'm not here to tell you guys point the finger in your face. about, oh, see, we're always right. No, we're not always right. But this time, doesn't make sense. Never made sense. Never made sense to trade a second round pick, a third round pick, a fourth round pick for a guy that you ultimately have to make that decision in a year's time to not, like I said, to not only trade for him, but you got to make a decision on whether or not you're going to give him $25 million. $25 million can go a long way in building the defense and building the offense. If you look at the Jacksonville Jaguars, they just signed Gabe Davis. They still trying to work on getting Calvin Ridley. So they end up getting Gabe Davis. They get Calvin. They re-sign Calvin Ridley. Now that's a pretty good offense. But if you go around and give a guy like Justin Fields $25 million, chances are you're not going to be able to bring back, to add players to not only the offense but defense. So a lot of things you can do with that money. $180. All right. So the deal is about $108. Hold on. Let me see what the deal is. But like I said, this is what the Falcons. I don't necessarily agree with what the money is, but like I said, it ain't up to me. At the end of the day, this has everything to do with Arthur and what he wants. A 4-year deal, $50 million signing bonus. Okay. $100 million guaranteed. Yeah, about 50. So he's here for a minute. So say goodbye. Say? I don't agree with it at all. I don't agree with the Falcons giving him $50 million. So, well, in my opinion, what this move signifies for the Falcons is that they're going for the playoffs. They're going to continue to develop Desmond Ridder. They're going to continue to add to their quarterback position. But at the end of the day, they want to win. I don't like this deal. $50 million for a quarterback. Never been into it. But if you're trying to win, you got to go all out. The Falcons are not trying to bring in a guy, or they're not trying to wait or whatever. These guys trying to win. They going all in, dog. They trying to win. The Falcons are focused on winning championships. This is what you guys asked for. You asked for the Atlanta Falcons to go all in, to get the best quarterback, to get the passer. Now we have that. But $180 million, $50 million a year, yeah, he's here. In my opinion, I think he's here to stay for at least the next 2 years. He's here. You did it to yourself, Falcons fans. You did it to yourself. Thank you, Miss Maggie. You did it to yourselves. This is why everybody needs to hit that subscribe button here at Atlanta Falcons Nation, Man Mike Sports. It's because we told you so. We told you so. Didn't I tell y'all, look, y'all thought it was a fucking joke when we said any quarterback at this point in time is going to be making $40 to $50 million. Y'all think this is a fucking joke. Y'all really think this shit is just, oh, we gonna bring in the guy, we gonna trade him for a second round pick, and he's just gonna come here and pay for pennies? No. You're not gonna pay pennies. This is not what the NFL has turned to. We tried to tell you guys. How many times that we've said this? I think it's still, look, at the end of the day, my opinion on Kirk Cousins, yes, I think he's a great quarterback, a quality quarterback. I don't think he's an elite quarterback, but I think at this point in time, he's the best guy in the NFL. It's not a lot of guys that have established themselves outside of a handful of guys. Literally a handful of guys at the quarterback position that have established themselves. Kirk Cousins is one of those guys that established themselves as a quarterback, as a thrower, as a decision maker, as an elite processor. They told you guys what they're looking for, but you kept listening to the bullshit. You kept listening to all these content creators telling you and why Justin Fields was the answer. We told you this was not the answer. We told you guys this wasn't. You guys attack me, you attack everybody on this platform for telling y'all the fucking truth. So where are all the people that was like, Mike, you gonna regret it with the Falcons? It's gonna happen. You're gonna regret it. All of them. What you mean? Damn near every last one of these content creators, the Smitty, the Lowe's, the one time for the Falcon, the audio Falcon, every last one of them was trying to pitch, oh, this is the reason why the Falcons are going to, it's going to happen, it's going to happen, it's more than likely going to happen, everybody is saying it's going to happen, all the guys are reporting, and then we told you guys, not so fast. Doesn't make sense, because you have to make a quick decision when it comes down to Justin Fields. The best way for the Atlanta Falcons in this particular moment, as far as Justin Fields is concerned, the best thing for him to do is to go into free agency. Okay? Go into free agency. Be a backup. Do essentially what Trey Lance is doing right now and go back in the lab, bro. Your career is not over. It's not over for Justin Fields. He can still be a very good quarterback, but he has to understand that you got something to work on. Bro, you have a lot of problems. When you have been in the league 3 years and you barely putting up 2,800 yards a year, we got a fucking problem. Excuse me. We told you Justin Fields' family really not feeling him being in Atlanta. We tried to tell you guys, but you said we don't know what the hell we talking about. We don't know what we doing. Everybody said all this shit. Where all the rutabaga and all these, where these guys at now? Josh Gillum came in there raising hell and doing all of this stuff, calling us all types of names and all. Look, they mad. But we told you so. We've been telling y'all this. We try to do our best to give Falcons fans the real deal and not hear and not tell people what the fuck they want to hear. Okay? So again, if you want the real deal and you don't want to be led astray, just like, all right, a lot of these content creators are very good and I listen to everybody, even the ones that don't fuck with me, I listen to every fucking show. But they telling you bullshit. They only give you all these trade scenarios and rumors because it's all clickbait. They know they know y'all addicted to bullshit. They know that y'all only focus on your emotions. And this is why you need to hit that subscribe button over here at Atlanta Falcons Nation and Mad Mike Sports. 6-Man K-Styles, Jew Talk Sports. We've been telling y'all this. Financially, it did not make sense. Did I not want Justin Fields here because I thought he as a bad player? No, I don't think he's a bad player, but he fucking sucks. He's not a bad player. He definitely has skills, but don't give me this bullshit that he's a great player. He's not. He fucking sucks. If Desmond Ridder sucks, he's worse than Desmond Ridder. He fucking sucks. Hell no, Dwayne Green. Fuck no. You gonna listen to me 8 o'clock tonight. We gonna have a sing-along. I told you so. You did it to yourself. The remix. After the remix. So deal with it. It's gonna fucking happen. You motherfuckers are not going to say all you gonna hear me for the rest of the fucking year is, I told you so. So if you don't want to hear it, don't fucking subscribe. Because, bitch, I'm in a singing mode. I told you so, bitch. I tried to do my, it didn't work. But, bitch, too short. I tried to do my too short on y'all. Bitch. I tried to tell y'all. Bitch. I fucking told you so. See, this is shit that I hate. Y'all can call AFN and Mad Mike Sports use a piece of shit, you dumb, you ignorant. And then when we get back at you, say, man, that's all you got to say, man. I told you so. Fuck yeah. Bitch. Yes. You're damn right. You did it to yourselves. K-Style got the remix tonight, okay? So do not miss the originators tonight. I got my dog Trey. He coming on. So it's going to be a full house. And we're going to get down to the nitty gritty. But like I said, I am not in favor of giving Kirk Cousins $50 million. I don't believe a quarterback should be making that money. Just me personally. I do not like it. I think it's a huge risk when you got a quarterback that's coming from a torn Achilles. It's a huge risk for a guy coming from a torn Achilles and then you paying him $50 million. I don't like it. That's crazy as hell. Like, I am never going to be in favor of quarterbacks making $50 million. I just don't see it. But when you're looking at what the Atlanta Falcons have on this offense, it'll be an absolute disgrace if the Falcons were to bring in any quarterback in that is not an elite processor, that's not an elite quarterback in decision making. Kirk Cousins is that. Because he's going to be able to get the most out of Kyle Pitts. We need to figure out what Kyle Pitts is at this moment. Because what I saw this past year, he quit. The reasons why he quit, he said it was his injury, but we'll see this year. If you can't play with Kirk Cousins, I know you're a bust at this point. See, this is an amazing reason why I think the Atlanta Falcons made this decision. Leanna, what's good, man? Weezy B. $100 million guaranteed. But we fucking told you so. I'm just trying to figure why everybody try to shut you up. We let you call us all types of names. We let you on the show call us type of name. And then here we go. We told you exactly what the fuck was going to happen. And we told you we don't damn know. We are transparent here. I didn't know the Falcons was going to get Kirk Cousins. 100% sure? No, I wasn't 100% certain on this. But the more that I heard and I kept seeing, moving around here and there, asking around a few people that, are familiar with Justin Fields' parents, it just, for me, it just didn't make a lot of sense. And then listening to Justin Fields when he said himself, for your information, Smitty's Sports Machine has a more interesting panel about the signing. Interesting. Yeah. God bless Smitty and his panel. All right. But Smitty was the one. Let's keep this real. Smitty was the main one that was pushing this Lamar and Justin Fields stuff. They only start changing their tune when things started going the way that initially. All right, so let's keep that real. You can do the research on him and his takes. He changed his takes like draws, okay? He was one of the main ones that was saying that the Atlanta Falcons should trade for Lamar Jackson, when in actuality, we tried to tell y'all time and time again there was no way in hell that was going to happen. So again, God bless Smitty and his platform, but he's another one of those guys that just throw out a whole bunch of stuff based on rumors just to get y'all excited about nothing. We like the facts, okay? The facts of the matter is Lamar Jackson was never moving. The facts is that the Atlanta Falcons never wanted to go after him. Why? Because of the money. The stats in regards to Lamar Jackson. He had 342 more yards than whom? Yeah. Desmond Ridder. And you want us to pay $50 million to a guy that is essentially doing the exact same things than Desmond Ridder. Yes, he's doing it in a more exciting way. Yes, he's doing it in a little bit more efficient way, especially in the turnovers. But this is one of the main reasons why we say time and time again, you can't just look at one particular aspect and say, all right, this guy's super exciting. He's what's best for the culture. No. You got to look at every dynamic. You got to look at everything when it comes down to this Atlanta Falcons team. Everything. We like to break down every aspect so every Atlanta Falcons fan could be totally prepared and not taken off guard. And a lot of things that we say are not popular. Why? Because we don't go with the popular narrative. We break that shit down to the nitty gritty. So if you, like us, for this platform to break down every aspect of this Atlanta Falcons team, hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button on Mad Mike Sports. Hit that subscribe button here at Atlanta Falcons Nation. Hit that subscribe button at Six Man K Styles. Because what we're going to do, we're going to provide Atlanta Falcons fans, the one that wants to be told the truth and not be led astray by clickbait. This is what we do. We try to inform the Atlanta Falcons fan base of the truth. And Noah, my dog, if you got time tonight, join us. We got an open platform. We're going to break down this particular signing and quite a few. So if y'all got time, join us. We may even have a panel. We may even allow the fans to come on, for the people, Falcons fans, to come on. So if y'all like what we do and you want to, voice your opinion, your displeasure, whatever, we may have you on tonight. Tonight's going to be a hell of a night. But again, this is what we're talking about. a Gemini man, allegedly Arthur Blank was more partial to Justin Fields, but the coaching staff wanted. Who the hell told you that? See, did you talk to Arthur? Who the hell told you that? Did Arthur see, motherfucker be like hearing, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Arthur ain't never said this in no articles. He ain't been on camera and said this, and y'all believe shit that all these reporters be throwing out there. Y'all want to hear hearsay. Ain't not one time they came out of Arthur Smith's mouth. Y'all hear a fake Adam Schefter profile and y'all believe it. No, don't come over here. No, Michael Williams used the same one that would call him Big Sam, names and all that type of stuff. And now you want to ask questions. Weren't y'all saying the team would be an immunity if we fired Arthur Smith? Yes. We said no such thing, Mike. Okay? People like you like to hear what you want to hear. We've been more than clear about what we expect. So if you hear to cause confusion, bye, adios. Because our takes have been clear. Everybody knowing, everybody who watches us loyally knows exactly where we stood. Like I said, watch our takes and go back and watch those same people that have such an excellent platform, and they do. Yeah, they have excellent platforms. They have excellent platforms to do what? Tell you misguided information. Now, a lot of times people are right, and people have the right to express their particular opinions. But a lot of times, what we like to do is give you the real. Now, if you want my personal opinions, just ask. But we like to give you the absolute real. I'm not going to pull up a rumor from ML at Twitter, some fake ass news profile just to get people talking. No, that's not what we do over here. We talk about the truth. T Lord, what's good? And yeah, I just heard that V-Clad. They just and how are you, V? Released Aaron Jones. They signed Josh Jacobs, the Packers ass. So I kind of see that. I saw that that happening. Yeah, what's up, HLEO? Yeah. Yeah, those same people that was in here. Cousins deal, Desmond, I appreciate you. Cousins deal includes $50 million signing bonus, $90 million guaranteed over 2 years, an additional guarantee in 20 and a 100. So it's not a bad of a deal that I thought. So you can spread those that guaranteed money over a few years. So it's essentially a $90 million which is about, like I said, you can kind of move that around. So the deal isn't as bad as 4 years where I thought it would be. So the deal isn't as bad as far as the money is concerned. It's not that big of a deal. But he gets the $50 million. The $50 million signing bonus, that's every league year, he's get a bonus. So it could be 23 or 20 million one year, and then the next year you can kind of spread that around to kind of help with the salary cap, the base side. So you kind of move money around. So the deal isn't bad. Like I said, 100 million guaranteed over 4 years. That's a pretty like I said, that's a pretty good deal. Juneboy, how I feel about Kirk Cousins. Again, the lead processor. See, what the Atlanta Falcons need at this particular point, they need a guy that's going to be able to lead the young crew of guys they will. They need a leader. And right now, there's not a lot of guys in the NFL that are leaders. And that's one of the main reasons why, like we said, it didn't make a lot of sense to bring in a young guy, a quarterback that's going to immediately, for one, a quarterback that's going to be learning on the job. Now, in my opinion, I still think that the Falcons will end up trading. They'll try to trade that A pick, move down a little bit, and then continuously add little pieces to the team. The Falcons can't go into free agency and, bring in, a big free agent signing. So I think this pretty much signifies that a guy like a Dallas Turner versus, one of these guys, one of the defensive guys are going to be Atlanta Falcons. I think the Falcons are going to go defense in the draft. Okay. I think that's where they're going. But you can also count that the Falcons, one, Desmond Ridder is going to be here to develop, or they're going to bring in another guy, whether it's the second or third pick, second and third round. I think you can bring in, depending on where Michael Penix is, like, in my opinion, I think he'll drop to like the second round. We'll see. You can draft him, and then when Kurt is ready, when his deal is up, essentially, the Falcons could end up moving that. Develop him as well as Desmond Ridder. Like I said, I think that's what the Falcons do. So, do I think that Desmond Ridder is staying? I think, yeah, I would say he's staying. I prefer signing over a trade. Yes, we spent money. Money we think is worth it, but we stay with our spots in the draft. Yeah, I think especially the way contracts are designed now, after a couple of years, you can rip that deal up and then go back to the negotiating table. So I think that's what's going to happen with the Atlanta Falcons and Kirk Cousins. After 2 years, they can go, if whomever their quarterback is, whether it's Desmond Ridder or whomever they draft, if they draft a quarterback at 8 or in the middle of the lower rounds, because there's some pretty good quarterbacks. Like I said, Bo Nix, these guys are going to be available in the second, third round. So those guys are ready to develop, and you can develop these guys. Now, what can happen is Kirk Cousins here, and that guy's ready. You can say, all right, Kirk, thank you for your services. Let's, turn Desmond Ridder or Bo Nix or Spencer Rattler, one of those guys. Now you can start building towards the future, to the next guy, whoever that next guy is. But I think Grady is going to restructure, especially with his injury. Got to figure out what he's going to be like. The signing bonus, the signing bonus for the most part, that happens at the beginning of each league year. So you can manipulate that through each restructure and the beginning of each year. So yeah, it's kind of weird how the signing bonus is structured. So yeah, yes and no, because like I said, it's like you're just pushing money forward and pushing money. But a lot of times when you push that money forward, a lot of money gets like a lot of money from the future, or in the Falcons case, especially when you got a guy like Chris Lindstrom, he's going to get paid a lot of money soon, about close to $20 million a year. You don't want to keep taking money from that particular, 25, 26 seasons. You don't want to take money from that with restructuring, constantly restructuring deals and then giving guys signing bonus. Because that's essentially what happened with a guy like Julio Jones. When you get those guys, you're essentially taking money, for the future or the upcoming years. Y'all think Pitt's giving up? Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see. I don't know about that. Yeah, I look. We definitely gonna have that moment tonight. Yeah, like I said, K-Style got a special song ready for y'all. He got a special song ready for y'all. We told you so. No, they didn't show up last Saturday. Or the Saturday before. Like, he told you so. He and Trey told you that. We've been telling y'all this. This is no secret. It has to make sense. If you're going to take a chance, take a chance on somebody who's already done it. I don't want, it's too much of a risk to go after a guy that hasn't done it. I'm not giving up first, second, third, fourth round picks to a guy that hasn't done it. He hasn't shown you anything to be trustworthy outside of running. I don't give a damn about no coaching. I don't give a damn about no rushing yards from a quarterback. I don't give a damn about none of that. Because if a quarterback can't get the ball to said wide receiver or said tight end or said running back, why the fuck would I want him to pay him $40 million? He can't get the ball to the tight end. He can't get the ball to the quarterback. He's not making his team better. What the fuck? I think, like, let's keep it real. What the fuck makes you think if a guy can't get it to his own players, what makes you gonna magically change that? Because, oh, he got more talent. Didn't Carson Wentz have that same issue? Well, Philly had all those weapons and couldn't get it done. Nick Foles ended up being that guy. Like, we all this wishing and shit. I wish. Okay? It's funny how I don't see too much. I don't see too many Justin Fields guys in here anymore. Where they go? Where they at though? Just saying. Don't let these Falcon country graders say all of a sudden, yeah, man, I'm all on board. No, they wasn't. They had 15,000 videos on why Justin Fields to Atlanta makes sense. And the ones, again, brilliant platforms, but they wasn't saying this. They were trying to sell y'all on some bullshit. Bringing on guys with credibility to sell you on some bullshit. Only to come over here and say, guess what? Mike told you this, chances are this will not happen. AFN told you, chances are this will not happen. Damn. Why don't nobody want Justin Fields one? It's look, I've been saying it for years. This is why I believe where Justin Fields messed his career up is when he left Georgia. Because he went to a system that would not challenge him. He needs to be challenged. And when he's challenged, he cries and he whines and he snitches. The dude snitched on his whole coaching staff. Well, I don't like to do this, man. I don't want to do this. I don't like to run this play. I want to do what I want to do. You think teams didn't pick that up when he did that? You don't think the Pittsburgh Steelers, who was looking for a quarterback, you don't think that they didn't see that? Does this move make us a pass first team or run first team? I think the thing is, like, the more that I look at, I do know that Zach Robinson, the more that I've been researching, Noah, I do think that he likes balance. So it's going to be interesting to see whether or not that Rams offense was more of I don't know. I think when you have a running back like Tyler Algier and Bijan Robinson, I don't think you can neglect the running game to solely focus on passing the ball. But I will say this. Bijan Robinson is a guy, like, you can use him in different ways. But if I'm going to look at that Rams offense, I think if you look at their numbers, they were more catered to passing the ball. I think it was like a 58, a little. I think it was. I think they were nearly. They were a little bit more favored towards the passing game. So this is another reason why I think the Falcons are gonna, focus on passing the ball a lot more. Like, I don't think we'll see as much Tyler Algier as we've seen in previous years. So I would say I expect the Falcons to be balanced, but don't be surprised if the Falcons come out throwing the ball more, especially when you have a Kirk Cousins, that quarterback, a guy that you can trust. Oh, the shadow was good. No. Clay, what's good? You surprised that they actually did it? I mean, no. See, the thing is, Arthur Blank don't like to be embarrassed. He does not like poor quarterback play. When you had a Matt Ryan on your team, you never get used to bland quarterback play. But I don't think the Falcons and the offense and where the team, not the offense, but where the team is at this point in time, you couldn't just trade up for a quarterback. I don't think, it made sense to trade up in the draft for a quarterback. I don't see any quarterback in this particular draft that say, all right, I'm going to trade up for him. Now, Jaden Daniels is close, but I still think he has some issues. He's probably the only guy that I would have considered to trade up as high as the number 2 pick. In order to trade up. But I'm not surprised that the Falcons went. It's much easier at this point in time to sign a guy free agency than it is to draft a guy. It's too much of a risk for the Falcons to end up doing it. Do you think we will be better this year's playoff team and go deep? I believe so, man. If we can keep Kirk Cousins healthy, if he comes back and he's the same Kirk Cousins post Achilles there, I think the Falcons. And another thing too, man, it's like this, like it's gonna be scary because the Jets are another team. The Jets, they getting back Aaron Rodgers, so it's gonna be interesting this year, man. Like these quarterbacks stay healthy. Like the Jets is gonna be a good team. The Pittsburgh Steelers are gonna be a good team. The Falcons are gonna be a good team. The Dallas Cowboy team is falling apart. Like they losing a lot of guys, and then you got Philly signing Saquon Barkley. They're gonna be a good team. Washington, I don't know what they're gonna be offensively, but you know, Chicago signing DeAndre Swift, they could be a very good team with their offense and potentially drafting a Caleb Williams, or they keeping Justin Fields. We'll figure that out. But at this point in time, man, it's a lot of good teams in the league now. Like I said, I think it's going to be a great year coming into this year. So Jay Holland just signed and the Raiders, they just got Christian Wilkins. They signed him. He's gonna be next to Crosby. Like that's gonna be a good team. It's look, it's a lot, bro. Yeah, that, like I said, that Raiders D line is whew. I like I said, I do like Drake May, but I think he needs some work as well. I don't think he's ready. I wouldn't trade up for those guys. But like I said, at this point, I don't know what the Atlanta Falcons are really thinking. They could still take a quarterback right there. But it's far more likely the Falcons to add to the team, especially with that 8 pick, and guys and teams wanting a quarterback. Like some quarterbacks gonna fall, in my opinion, and the quality player is gonna fall. So I think the Falcons right now in the prime position to trade that pick away. Yeah, I have to look at the cap number. I don't know how it look the Falcons. I would assume under about 20 million. I would assume they'd be under 20 million right now in salary cap. But we got to look at the numbers. But I think quite a few, like we're going to start seeing some guys getting cut, and we could possibly see one of our key players being traded. And I'm going to say this now. Do not be surprised if the Atlanta Falcons trade AJ Terrell. Because now you sign Kirk Cousins. Now you got to figure out, all right, who's a necessity and who isn't. Who's guy? Because the thing about AJ, I think he's an elite. I think he's a very good corner. I don't think he's elite, but he's a damn good corner, and you got to pay damn good corners $15 million plus. So now you got to figure out how you're going to manipulate this salary cap in order to keep him. And if AJ wants to play ball, you can sign him, but if he doesn't, you got to figure it out, because the Falcons have a corner. I think Clark Phillips is going to be a very good corner. So like I said, I look, do not be surprised the Atlanta Falcons bring in guys and trade guys. And like I said, I'm not saying that I want AJ going, but you got to think about this about the money. And when you bring in a quarterback, there are things that just happens when they talk about, like, it's about the money. There are going to be consequences for said deals, and some guys are just going to happen. Some guys are going to be moved, and a lot of times it's the cornerback that leaves. A lot of times it's just the cornerback that ends up being moved because of the value and the money of, and right now cornerbacks are getting paid $16 million, minimum. As far as his skills is concerned, yeah, minimum. If you're a damn good corner like AJ, yeah, you're going to get 15 million easy. Why do I pause so much? It's called thinking and thinking about what you say before you say it. I thought that's what a lot of people do, but yeah, I like to think about what I'm saying before I say it. I don't like saying dumb shit. So the Falcons have signed Charlie Warner as a head scratcher. No, it's not. Like, again, this is what happens. Offensive coordinators and players, coaches, they like to bring in their guys that they feel like fits their scheme. So this is not, like I said, this is no surprise, especially after seeing Janu gone. Yeah. Excuse me. But like I said, if you guys like the truth, the fact, the stats, and the truth, whether you like it or not, this is the channel for you. We're not here to sit up here and give you a bunch of bullshit because we're trying to get y'all to click. We like to be able to teach people. I'm telling them the truth. So if you guys got any more questions, hit that, throw it in there. Why not bring in Kurt? Kurt who? But yeah, Charlie Warner, I think he more than he's kind of a little balanced tight end. And I'd like to be honest, if the Falcons end up as far as Kirk Cousins is concerned, you look at Kirk Cousins, man. If he can stay healthy, this is a playoff team right off the bat. I think this immediately makes the Falcons a playoff team, especially in this division. Would you trade back to get? Oh, absolutely, Clay. I'm trading back because now you got your quarterback. Like if you have a defensive guy, an edge guy, in my opinion, that is there, you take him. But if he's not there, yeah, I think you try to at least try to trade. And I think for the most part, teams are definitely gonna offer the Atlanta Falcons something for that 8th pick. But if you feel like that guy's there, your guys there defensively, or hell, maybe an offensively. I mean, the Falcons could easily go out and draft a wide receiver. I don't like it, but the way things are going, it looks like the Falcons is really focusing on becoming like Warren said, therapist ATL. He said this could be an air raid offense. The Falcons may want to go back to that. And when you sign a guy like Kirk Cousins, that's telling me that you value the passing game. And when you value the passing game, again, you got to put money into it. And when you put money into the offense like that, chances are you're going to lose a lot of good defensive players. So how many of you guys are actually going to buy them Kirk Cousins grills, gold grills? Y'all going to get Kirk Cousins gold grills? I just want to, yeah. Oh, yeah. My honky? Yeah. Yeah, he's one. That's my wide receiver. Look. Lad McConkey, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking for it. I'm looking for him. I mean, I would draft Brock Bowers is my number one guy in the draft. I would pay $1 billion if I had to see him and Kyle Pitts on the field at the same time. I think that shit would be nasty. Brock Bowers, Kyle Pitts, and Drake London and Bijan Robinson offense, Jesus Christ. That would be nasty work. Yeah. McConkey? Yeah. Lad McConkey? Yeah, boy, that's my dog. But like I said, I would definitely bring in. But I think the offense for the Falcons, for the most part, is changing. Not to say that we're not going to run the ball. I think we're going to run the ball, but they're going to favor the passing game. You didn't pay this man $50 million to come in here and hand the ball off to Tyler Algier 50 times a game. Oh, they already hating them, Clay. They already hate. Look, at the end of the day, bro, I just want to win. I don't give a damn about how we win. I just want to win. So the Falcons felt though that Justin Fields was the perfect guy. Look, I would have been cool. I wouldn't have liked it, but I would have been cool. I'm still going to report. I'm still going to watch, and I'm still going to support him. I don't care who the quarterback is. And that's why one of the main reasons why we get labeled as quote-unquote Matt Ryan supporters and Desmond Ridder supporters is because we actually support the team. We actually support the Atlanta Falcons players. Just because we don't like certain things about guys don't mean, we 100% sold on everything. And here we go, Kirk, not the answer. Then who's the answer? Enlighten me, oh great one. Oh silent one. Who is the answer? If Kirk Cousins is not the answer, who's the answer? Oh silent one. Who's the answer? If Kirk Cousins is the answer, tell me who's the answer. Because I don't have an answer. I couldn't tell you who's the answer. Because like I said, we've been saying for quite some time, we give you scenarios, but we don't know. Who's the answer? Oh, silent T5. Who's the answer? If Kirk Cousins isn't that guy, who's that guy? There's got to be. I don't want to hear that bullshit about tell me who the fuck the answer is. Stop fucking beating around the bush. I hate when you motherfuckers do that shit. Y'all always beating around the goddamn bush and say, look, tell me what the fuck the answer is. Don't tell me what he's not and this person not. No, he's not this. You not that. Tell me who the fuck the answer is. Yeah, I made Mark famous over there. Okay, he made a name coming over here talking shit about me. Okay, and I'll say like I told him, Am I down for Kirk Cousins paying $50 million? Fuck no. I don't think he's good enough to be paying $50 million a year. I only think elite quarterbacks should be getting paid $40 to $50 million a year. Absolutely not. I'm not down for paying no Kirk Cousins $50 million. So when he asked me that question, I was like, fuck no. Why? Because he's injured. And if you look at his record as his winning percentage over certain teams, it's been poor. Him actually in the playoffs, it's been pretty poor. So there's many reasons why I don't think Kirk Cousins is that guy. But I'm not the one signing the checks. I still don't think Kirk Cousins should be getting paid $40, $50 million. So he can suck a left rabbit testicle, all I care. My thoughts and opinions has not and will not change. No, I don't believe in paying quarterbacks. I've said this a billion times. I do not believe that quarterbacks should be paid $40 to $50 million a year. Don't believe it. If you have not won an MVP and you have not shown that you can be consistent, I'm not giving you $40 and $50 million. Just me. I'm not doing it. Yeah, he can continue to try to make a name off the great one. But he know who's the great one. That's why my name is always in his mouth. Thank you, sir. But no, I do not believe the Falcons should have given Kirk Cousins $40, $50 million in this period. Nope, don't believe it. How many people in here think that Kirk Cousins the Falcons should have given him $50 million? Devin Green, the signing. Them signing Kirk just shows you that they want to win now. Watch the free agents they start snagging now, and quarterback will be. I don't think he's worth $50 million, but since the bank does not have $50 million in it, Mr. Blank can do whatever the hell he wants. And that's the way I feel. Like I said, in Falcons Fan 408, $35 million tops. That's where I feel. That's exactly where I feel. $35 million a year. I'll give it that, but I don't think any quarterback outside of Patrick Mahomes, I don't think there's a quarterback in the NFL that should be making more over $35 million a year. They're not that damn good. Why would I give you $50 million? Like, we talk about Geno fucking Smith was making $50 million. What the fuck are we talking about? And you want me to be okay because, he's Kirk Cousins and he's thrown for 4,500 yards a number of times? Yes, he's been consistent, and that's what Kirk Cousins is getting paid for, but his consistency. But I don't think he's an elite quarterback, so I'm not giving him that. But again, that's not my take. That's the market, right? Like I said, that's the market and where quarterbacks are getting paid. So, just because somebody, I called the Atlanta Falcons signing Kirk Cousins. Yeah. Maybe you did. But that don't mean I have to like the shit. I still don't like quarterbacks getting paid. I mean, we saw Lamar Jackson. I told you again, he was going to fail in the playoffs. He did exactly what he always does. Get into the playoffs and he forget how to throw the ball. Why? Because in the league, if you look at the Baltimore Ravens offense, they pass the ball about less than 52% of the time. So he doesn't have to win games for them. He doesn't have to win games throwing the ball for them a lot of times because most of the time they're running the ball. To love to play 180 million is also crazy. Two things could be, like I said, I like the signing, but I don't like the money. And when he asked me that question, if Falcons should sign Kirk Cousins for X amount of dollars, I said, hell no. Why did I say hell no? It's because I don't believe in paying him $40 million, $50 million a year. He hasn't won the MVP like Matt Ryan. He hasn't gotten to a Super Bowl like Matt Ryan. So why the fuck am I going to pay him? I'm not paying Lamar Jackson $50 million, $50 million a year. You got to show me that you can be that quarterback in order for me to give you that money. Fuck no. And we're saying right now, how many quarterbacks, how many teams are just not giving these quarterbacks, that fifth year option? Like Chicago Bears scared shitless to give Justin Fields that money. Like they scared the crap because Justin Fields. I was like, they end up keeping him, and Justin Fields may turn his game around. But like as it stands now, it's like it looks like he's gonna be out of there. So a lot of teams is not, they're not paying these guys like that. Yeah, well, you did say it would be a dumb sign in the beginning when it started having QB issues. I still think, again, I think Kirk Cousins is a consistent. I think he's a great quarterback, but elite, I don't think he's elite. I don't think there's one elite quarterback in the NFL right now, and that's Patrick Mahomes. We got to stop giving all these guys these labels and let these guys earn it. You got to earn that right to be called an elite. You got to be able to earn that right to become elite. Patrick Mahomes has earned the right to become elite. But as far as like the money, it's $90 million guaranteed. So the deal is a lot better than what it is. It's just the money, 108. That's like I said, that's a cosmetic number. But essentially what this deal is about 2 years, about $100 million, about $50 million a year. So the deal is a lot better than what it is. No, Brock Purdy is not elite, and he showed you why. Is he a very good quarterback? Absolutely. But elite quarterbacks, what did they do? They elevate the play around, of the team. Elite quarterbacks makes players better. It don't matter what type of wide receiver that you have, that quarterback is going to turn that wide receiver into a better player. That's what elite quarterbacks. It's still up in the air on whether or not Kirk Cousins is going to, like, if he is that elite. I think he's very good. I think he's great, but I don't think he's elite. Like I said, I think that we throw that elite word out way too much. Why does it seem like these players will run their team like a teenager with a fistful of credit cards? I mean, to be honest, man, a lot of these numbers are cosmetic. It seems like it's $40 million or $50 million in actuality. It's like, if you really look at it, the deals are actually closer to like 40, 50 million. Let's say, for example, what we're seeing with Kirk Cousins. Yeah, it says $50 million a year, but you take out the taxes and then you take out the incentives that they don't reach. The deal could turn into $30 million easily. But it's the market, man. It's the TV deals. A lot of these TV deals like $1 billion, and then you got the revenue sharing with the NFL, so that takes $300 to $400 million off of it, and the TV contracts and all that type of stuff. Like it's a lot of stuff, but like I said, it seems as though it's big, but it really isn't as big as people think it. So again, if you guys enjoy what we have over here, man, we're going to continue to have coverage tonight. We're going to go in depth. So hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and subscribe to all the content creators, because like I said, I'm never going to discourage any Falcons fan to not support Atlanta Falcons content creators. But what I am going to do is tell you, subscribe to them, subscribe to me, subscribe to them, and you make the decision for yourself is who's being honest, who's creating narratives. You make that decision. Okay? But support all these Falcon content creators, all the Atlanta NFL content creators. Support us. Content creators, we put in a lot of work to be able to, just to give Falcons fans the facts, the stats, and the truth. They might not give you the truth, but we gonna give you the truth. So again, support them. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button here. That's all I got to say about that. And about to get on making a script for the Atlanta Falcons originators tonight, 8:00. Also, if you have not already, get your tickets. All right, the Red and Black event, July 13th. Bruh, y'all want to come holler at me, K Styles, Miss Maggie T, OG Sam, Truth. We got a lot of, we're going to have events. We're going to have something good to eat. Hey, y'all come chat with your boys. We may have a few guests there, but like I said, at the end of the day, man, like I said, hit that subscribe button at these content creators. Don't be no goddamn, choosing size and all that type of shit. Support all the Atlanta Falcons content creators. Like I said, you don't have to always agree with everybody to support them. Support them, all right? Hit that subscribe button, all right? But daddy call these motherfuckers out when they speaking some bullshit. Because all of them now, they all on board with the Kirk Cousins when all season, all they've been talking about is Justin Fields. And like I said, they can't hide it. They can't hide what they've been saying. It's all on their list. It's all on their list. We've been consistent over here about what we've stated. They haven't. So again, subscribe to them. That's all I got to say about that, man. I'm out of here. Falcons got their man. They got their quarterback. It is Kirk Cousins. Peace.